Hi everyone, so this is Jason and Tracy, and I am going to pick a card, but I don't want to pick from the center, so I am going to actually, should I?
It's your choice.
Oh. Wait.
Oh, the Five of Cups. Five of Cups.
Jason.
That's an apropos card.
What's apropos mean, Jason? Let's do grammar first.
Wow.
Hi guys.
As far as apropos is like when something is it's in sync with the question, as far as
in sync with the question.
In sync.
Yeah.
Synchronized.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Get your card because I have my lips all in my fingers, and let me put this.
You have. Wow. I am so sorry that
Nothing
no one
I
could
say
see that.
comes out right, Jason.
But it's so apropos of you to say that.
It's so apropos. Hi, Tracy and Jason. Hi, guys. Cersei, how are you? Oh, my God. So glad to see you. Cersei's one of my favorite people.
Beautiful.
Cersei, I want to
Thank you for
update you. So I'm going to private messenger you. But I'm going to update you because Cersei's one of the people that was just at the forefront of helping me fight for my sister. But I have some updates.
Great.
So, where's the bill? Paul Ryan and the House of Congress? Like, help me out, Jason.
Well, Paul Ryan is the Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House.
The House of Representatives.
And they were at, the event, Congress and senators and House and speakers and all that other stuff.
In the Capitol?
In the Capitol.
Okay. It's just the representatives.
House of Representatives.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know this stuff, guys, but, sometimes I have a Portia from Real Housewife of Atlanta moment. But I actually have a lot of those moments, but I never said I was smart. No, I never said.
Does she say that she's smart?
Well.
And then she has like
they were at this place and something about the Underground Railroad. This is where the stop off. The house was this was the Underground Railroad where they kind of stopped off.
One of the stops?
One of the stops.
Okay.
And so Portia, whose father is a civil rights leader, grandfather I think, said, "Where's the railroad?"
Well, she's looking for tracks, right? She's looking for railroad tracks.
But her granddaddy was in the middle of the fight during Martin Luther King's era.
Yeah.
Okay? I have nothing to do with the Senate or the Democrats or the Republicans other than the fact that I did vote for Hillary. And have you ever been afraid to say that you voted for someone?
Have I?
Yes.
Maybe like a million years ago.
I was afraid because it just seemed like some of our Facebook people were so Bernie people that I was actually afraid to tell people that I was voting for Hillary.
There's a lot of passion.
There was a lot of passion.
For Bernie, yeah.
For Bernie, and I was afraid. I love what Bernie has to say, but psychologically, I just saw, psychologically or psychically? Psychologically.
I love that word. Psychologically.
Psychologically.
That's a Tracy word.
The scare of Hillary. So there are people that are not a fan of Hillary. So I didn't want to insult anybody and be like, I'm voting for Hillary because I didn't want to make like every Periscope a political fight with people. But Hillary is the presumptuous. What?
No.
Help me.
No.
Help me. Don't joke. Help me. She is
the presumptive.
Presumptive.
Presumptuous is like if back in last September she said, I'm the nominee. That would be being presumptuous.
Presumptuous. So she is the what?
Without going through the process, but she's the presumptive.
Presumptive. See, I used to
Wait a sec. Love your hair. Are you talking about Tracy or are you talking about me? Probably Tracy, right? Yeah.
My hairdresser, I'm going to post my my Periscope where I literally showed you that the hair was bleach blonde. Like, you don't even understand. Bleach, it was this color, blonde. And this is what we got. So beautiful. My hairdresser is amazing. You all need to fly in just to see this woman. She is crazy good. Like,
what could she do with me?
what do you want?
I don't want anything.
That's the difference, and you have to want something.
That. Yeah. No, what do you want? It's like, no.
But in any case,
green hearts.
I love the green hearts. Who's doing green? Blue Ocean Beard.
Thank you. I will take that as a compliment. That's my pirate name. Blue Ocean Beard.
I love that. But in any case,
Paul
Ryan said yesterday, I believe, let's have a moment of silence for, and this is what we're leading up to, for our hearts going out to all the gays. I mean, every single damn gay in the world, my heart goes out to the gays. Jason, I get it. I get it for them. I get it about them. I get it. Like, I wouldn't want to be attacked like that. Like, constantly. Like, we have people in Hollywood, a transgender can't go down the street 3 o'clock in the morning without people thinking it's okay to attack and kill them. Like, enough already.
Right.
Enough. Like, did you know that there was a mom there that survived cancer twice? And she was there with her gay son, just partying.
Well, wasn't she like kind of seen as like a mom for a bunch of other people there too? As far as like they
Did
like.
she? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I think I heard about her where.
So they were kind of celebrating her, just being the mom of acceptance.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Exactly.
Damn, I can't even imagine what Orlando went through. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine what it feels like to be gay and to wonder every day, is there going to be a problem? And gays are such proud people. Like, you know them. They walk around like nothing smells on them because they are proud people. And yet, you can't go to a club?
Yeah. It's...
Really? You can't walk down the streets of Hollywood? Really? I'm just saying. With all these people having gifts. Okay, who's the smart aleck that said that? Okay? Not my job. Not my job to see that. If one particular person called me and said blah, 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 and I saw it, that's different and that's personal. That's never going to be my job to see catastrophic events so worldly. I don't sign up for that with my psychic gifts, okay? That's not what I do. All right? You have psychic gifts like that and see catastrophic events and see if your heart doesn't hurt all fucking day long because you could see the Twin Towers going down. You could see a whole gay, club going down. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. In any case.
So during this moment of silence,
right?
It's like, as I understand, what happened was that there were some representatives who were protesting that was basically all the time that they were going to give towards this
right.
Event.
50 people died. 50 people got hurt, and Congress, the House of Representatives, Paul Ryan, the Speaker, the representative, on the side that, okay, he says, let's have a moment of silence. And so they go to have the moment of silence. Mm-hmm. And true to Democrat form. Right. Don't give me a moment of silence. Fix it. Fix gun laws. So, the question is, I put my cards away. The question is, will we ever get a change in gun laws? I'm even afraid to dissect it, to the point where we can actually see, to the decimal point on how it's going to change. But will anything ever change?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, with all of the many massacres and all that has taken place, it's like there's never been anything meaningful as far as action. There's always like a
yes.
moment of silence. There's always talk
yes.
about it. But even in the case of this individual, it looked like he may have been kind of gay or had repressed feelings. Didn't know how to process.
I swear.
Them,
okay, when he had visited Pulse a couple of times, right? And before that, I have this thing about doing readings on certain events. So I right away didn't want to do a reading on the event, even though somebody had asked me. But then I heard that he had visited Pulse a couple of times, and right away I got, was he gay? And then I was considering doing a reading based upon looking at the fact that he was gay. But then it came out that he was a closet gay. Wow. So, with that being said, let's look at the gun laws. Let's see if it will ever change. Do you know that they asked his wife, is it possible he was a closet gay? And she hesitated to the point where she was kind of shocked by the question. I felt so bad for her. God, she's an ex-wife. How was she supposed to know?
But still, I mean, how does that reflect on her? Her ability to be a wife and to be married to someone who ends up being, a monster.
That's why she's an ex. That's why she's an ex. And I'm just grateful that she was able to survive, because most times they go after past people and then do a public event.
Yeah. Like the guy who shot up UCLA there with the one. It's like he killed his ex-wife first in Minnesota. And then
and then traveled. Right. So I'm just glad she was able to stay alive and, miss all of that. So many blessings to her. But she was just shocked at the question. She hadn't heard it like the first time. And they were giving her this question. She was like, I don't even know how she answered. I don't think she answered yay or nay. I think she was just shocked by the...
what I am seeing, Tracey, is like, I mean, now is the time to kind of bridge the gap, right? As far as to be able to, see what it is that we want or what is desirable. But it's like, how do we get there? Is it through specific types of legislation that bans a certain type of gun? An assault rifle? Is it through beefed up kind of mental health services? Is it what's the most effective way? So I mean, there's a dialogue. There's work towards that. This card is not encouraging in this respect. The Seven of Swords in that it feels like there's like covert, like people behind the scenes that want to kind of take the air out of the balloon. As it gains momentum, there are just as many people who want to, make sure that they're not affected, that their bottom line is not taken away from, and so they start to cloud the issues there.
I mean, but isn't it curious that the gun rights is like the American way? And so doesn't it become a bigger issue about being an American and gun rights?
As Americans,
right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's okay, guys. I'm just saying that is part of the conflict. And I feel like the Republicans stand on the American way.
Or the gun way. Yeah,
the right to bear arms.
What I see with this particular, because we're asking to see if this moves it any closer, if this event, this tragedy in Florida, if it moves the dialogue, the legislation any further towards like like a lucid some gun bills that again like move it towards protecting, doing something to help protect the population, and what I'm seeing is that there will be some movement forward there. It actually looks like there is like one person you know, maybe a couple of people who are just so vocal about it, but they connect. You know, it's like what they're saying is they're just connecting to the population there. So I do see where it does move forward, actually. So, you know, it's not all in vain.
Yes,
you know,
I have to agree with you, Jason. I definitely think it's been shrouded for so long that there is a movement to show compliance. And it comes in a form of victory. Like the movement comes in a form of victory. But it's a milestone. So it's like, okay, let's do this. We got this done. Oh my God, we're working together. I can't believe we accomplished this. And yet another event occurs. So I feel like you're right. There's going to be some movement.
But does the event that takes place, does that solidify kind of the movement towards it, or does it?
No, it just becomes another thing.
So like one step forward, then two steps back.
Worse than ever. So it's just, you know, and it's kind of like once you look at it, then you realize that maybe the movement might have been a joke. It might be something like, oh, you guys are taking baby steps and helping us to see that we're doing the best we can as a group, as a House of Representatives. We're doing the best that we can. And it turns out that's a joke. That the baby step was just to satisfy the American people. And yet something happens again, and that's when we discover you guys are screwing with us. Like, you're messing with us. Like, enough already. I just think some members of Congress need to leave. I just think that I think it's a political thing. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a political thing, just like it takes us to get the president in place. I think people aren't waking up enough to the fact that the little people are the one, you know, my senator, my congressman, like, they're the ones that are making these laws, and some of the older people need to go.
Like they're the ones
they're paid off.
That are holding everything back.
Yes. And it's time to vote them out. Like Barbara Boxer. Finally, she's out. Was it 20-year reign she had?
Something like that.
So imagine, you know, what life was like 20 years ago, and she held on to those views for 20 years. And now we have Kamala Harris and Sanchez looking to, you know, and God, imagine a Spanish woman, imagine a woman, you know, that's African American, that's been fighting in today's times. Like, that's what's required now. Get rid of the old senators, guys. And it's up to the younger people to make those choices, but they're not educating themselves enough. They're not voting enough in between in your own state. Like get more involved so that we can get some of these old fuddy-duddies out, because most of them are paid off. Most of them are nasty and disgusting, and they don't want anything to change because their lifestyle works.
But do you see like how do you see the direction of it moving, as far as like with like a limited access to this military firepower that's like,
well, there is something that they're going to have victory over. It's like, look guys, we did it. We promised you, and we got rid of, like, let's say magazines. You can't sell magazines unless you go through blah 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 blah. Look, we're with you. We did it. And then it turns out that something else does occur, and it's like, well, we were actually voting for this, and we figured if we just do magazines, you know what I mean? And then the American people are going to be like, you mean we had an opportunity to stop this if you guys had voted this way?
So it's not a complete answer.
No, and it's a
just
joke.
Something to appease
initially
the masses there.
But getting back to, is there going to be any major changes? Major? What does that mean? Change to trick us? Yes. Right? Like, there's going to be changes, and yet don't look behind the curtain because my closet is still dirty. Does that make sense? So, local voting is so important. Seriously. And especially for your age brackets. You know, who's ever out there, 20s, 30s, 40s, it's up to you guys to make those changes. I'm 21. Right, Whitney Winehouse. Right. It's up to you. You're 21. And guess what? You don't have to scream and yell. You just have to, right? You just have to look who's on the ballot. And if they're old fuddy-duddies, kick them out. I mean, that's not the way you should do it. But I just think all the old fuddy-duddies need to go. Let's bring some youth in there. But I got to get out of here, guys. I love you all. All people need to vote. Yeah. Vote, yes. And not the presidential election. That's not the voting I'm talking about.
Although that's important.
It's very important.
But just at every level.
Every level. Your councilman, like go find them. Go talk to them. Write letters. All right, I got to go. Oh, I've voted since 1996. See, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you, honey.
All right.
Bye, guys. Love you all. And, see you tomorrow. Call us for your own personal readings.
818-985.
Yeah.
2010
2010. Love you all.
And there's a website too. Green Man.
The Green Man Psychics.
The Green Man Psychics.
The GreenManPsychics.com. It's a new website. We're all on it. Check us out, and then call us. Jason is still here till 7. I'm gone for the day.
Oh,
I know.
But I'm here.
But Jason's here. Love you guys. Bye. All right, let me get up.